OJ is a storyteller for all seasons. He tells biblical tales, he tells personal tales of social justice. He tells with Black storytellers of San Diego, and their hallmark is to tell African tales, tales of the African diaspora, and African American stories. So OJ tells it all. I'm very excited to hear The Monkey and the Crocodile.
Thank you so much, Mindy. I tell you, this is great. I I was walking on two legs and I met this story. And this story came with me. And over the years, I have reshaped it because I like stories about animals that talk. This is the crocodile and the monkey. Now, the monkey village was way up the river. The monkey village was where the trees were tall and full of big leaves and little leaves, where the monkeys jumped from tree to tree and branch to branch and swung around because you see, the monkeys were gatherers and they would gather food and fruit and seeds and nuts to eat. But each day, little monkey stood on the highest branch of the tallest tree. And he stood there to greet the sun and would always say, "Good morning, sun. The sun is everywhere." And that's how he would start his day of gathering things to eat. Now, he liked it up on top of the trees because the sun was everywhere and he liked the warmth. But down at the root of the trees, it was very dark because the leaves were so thick and the shadows so long that you only saw a little scattering here and there of the sun. So that's why he preferred to be in the monkey village up in the trees. He'd only usually come down from the tree because he was thirsty and he knew how to go get a little drink. You go up quickly to the edge of the river, which ran by the trees, and you take one paw or one hand and scoop up, and you drink the water, looking around, like the guys in Gideon's army did. But that's another story. But anyway, he would drink that very quickly and run back because his mama had told him that there are crocodiles in that river that look like logs, and they may get you if you linger by the water too long. Yes, the crocodiles. Hey, the crocodile's kingdom was down at the lower end of the river. Now, it was a kingdom because they had a king. There was a king crocodile that all the crocodiles loved. And the crocodiles, they liked organized and like structure. And the crocodiles had a level of hunters and warriors that work for the king. And they all loved to do whatever the king needed and do whatever the king said because they loved him. And of course, little Croc, little baby Croc, he loved the king as well. And he loved to see King Croc move slowly and majestically and just nod and show his teeth and just be the best crocodile around. And baby Croc was so sad when he heard that the great King Croc was sick. But then he was encouraged when he heard that, yes, he's sick, but we know that if we can get him a monkey's heart, he will be well again. That's what the old legend has told us. Well, now baby Croc was excited because he was going to see this legend come to life. And he just knew that all the hunter and warrior crocodiles were going to land up and say, "I will save the king. I will go forth and catch that monkey's heart." But the reality was this: no crocodile had ever caught a monkey because monkeys are fast and monkeys are wise. And they all knew they would just make a fool of themselves trying to catch a monkey. But Baby Croc said, I'll do it. If they won't, just because it's never been done before, I will one to make the legend come true. So Baby Croc decided to swim up the river. And he went upriver to where the monkey village was, up in the tree. And he tried to make himself look like a little log by the trees and just watch. And he enjoyed laying there in the mud like a log with one eye open, watching the monkeys run and jump and run and jump. And he noticed how sometimes they would come down to the river's edge and scoop up that water and drink the water and look around just like Gideon's army did. He'd look and then they'd run away. And he said, I know what I'll do. I'll figure out a way. I'll figure out a way. And then the little monkey was up in the tree and he saw that Baby Croc there. He'd never seen such a small log by the river, so he knew something was up. So after a while watching, little monkey said, hey, you're not a log. I know you. You're a little croc and you're trying to catch somebody, but I know you. Well, now Baby Croc looked up at little monkey and said, well, I know you too. I've watched you jump from tree to tree and limb to limb and come down and get the water by the edge. But you are right, you're fast. But let's just be friends. So every day for a while, when the monkey would get up and say the sun is everywhere, except down there in the shadow part where the croc was, he got there and they talked and they exchanged stories about what life was like. And they said, oh, it would be nice you could see my village. And the monkey said, I'd love to see your village, but I couldn't get there. Because see, the monkey had a plan of what he was going to do. And Baby Croc thought he had a plan too. He said, well, why don't you get on my back and I'll take you down to my village? Because they won't believe that I have a monkey as a friend unless they see you. And the monkey said, he's trying to get me, but I know he's not going to eat me because I'm going to jump on his back, right on his neck, sort of behind his big beady eyes, and he won't be able to bite me from there. And I'll ride on him and he won't be able to do anything about it. So that's how they started, going down the river. And the monkey sitting on Baby Croc's back, just waving at the passing crowd of animals saying, look at that monkey on the croc back. Look at that, what a crazy, crazy monkey. Well, as they got close to the croc kingdom, all of a sudden, baby little monkey looked and saw there were big logs with smiling teeth beside him. And he said, oh no, this is not good. And he said, Baby Croc, my friend, what are you doing? Oh, you are going to save our king. Well, what do you mean I'm going to save your king? Our king is sick and the only thing that can heal him is a monkey's heart. And little monkey said, oh man, you should have told me that before you told me to come down here. I can't help you today. Can't do it. Well, why can't you? You're my friend. Yes, I'm your friend. But you see, we know how valuable our hearts are, and we keep our hearts up in the box hanging in the tree. I don't have my heart with me today. We can't do this today. You have to take me back, and then we can come back. So Baby Croc said, oh, all right. And he took the monkey back up the river. And again, the monkey's waving to everybody as they go by. They're saying, look at that monkey riding on the croc's back. And when they get there under the big monkey village tree, he says, wait here. So Baby Croc waited. And the monkey got up and he went up the tree and he cried out on the branch that's hanging over right where Baby Croc was and said, Baby Croc, hate to tell you this, I'm not going back with you. I will not be saving your king today because my heart is staying right where it is and my friendship with you is over. So little monkey just laughed and laughed. Baby Croc, who was braver than all the others, went back home. And they laughed at him at first, but they say, you had the best story of all. Tell us a story again of how you almost had the monkey. The king, he will die, but new kings come. That's the way it is. That's the circle of life. And that's the story of the baby croc and little monkey. God bless you real good.
Oh, wow. Oh, Jay, never heard that version. So lovingly and warmly told. Look at that crazy monkey. I loved You Were Not a Log. And big logs with smiling teeth. Whoa, whoa. That was so wonderful to take us out of Storylandia tonight. But I think we'll all in our minds be in Storylandia later on and in our dreams as a result of this beautiful program tonight. And